Bald eagles were being fed by this man. Then, raptors were seen waiting on camera. In 2013, Jesse Peck caught this amazing moment on camera as he fed bald eagles on an Alaskan pier. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. With just a bowl of leftovers, the fishermen attracted a sizable gathering of America's most beloved avian companions and captured the event on camera for added assurance. As a consequence, Peck posted the resulting video on YouTube, where it attracted a sizable following of viewers. Indeed, almost 8 million people watched the feeding session and were astonished to see something much more amazing when Peck's camera moved left. The majestic bald eagle is an important symbol of the U.S. venerated by First Nation peoples. It was subsequently chosen as the national bird when the Republic was established. The bald eagle takes pride of place on the Great Seal of the United States, and this image is replicated across all kinds of federal agencies. However, despite being as American and as familiar as the Star-Spangled Banner or a McDonald's logo, the elusive nature of the actual species means that many of us have never set eyes on one in the wild. However, for some lucky people, regular interactions with this rare and majestic bird of prey are not all that unusual at all. Discovering an eagle habitat is simply another day in Alaska, according to Jesse Peck, a fisherman up in the last frontier. Furthermore, he can verify it with video evidence. In the beginning of the video, which Peck uploaded to YouTube in January 2013, viewers can see a bald eagle perched on a pier in Dutch Harbor, a hamlet in southern Alaska. The port is located in the heart of some of the world's richest fishing grounds in the Aleutian Islands, which are part of the Bering Sea. Indeed, men can be seen busily occupied around boats on the dock, which appears to be a hive of activity. Shortly after, Peck appears in the picture with the bird, carrying a bowl of leftover fish. A few seconds later, the screen is filled with another type of frenetic activity. As Peck starts tossing the food to the eager birds, several other bald eagles fly down to join him in the scavenging activity. The bald eagle is an opportunistic feeder and would be more than delighted to assist itself to such a generous gift. The reps who were videotaped here actually appeared overjoyed by Peck's kindness. We see more and more animals descend as the fisherman feeds them, until the Alaskan guy is essentially besieged Peck, just crouched down on the pier's decking and tosses out more meat, seemingly unfazed by the horde of incredibly hungry scavengers around him, making sure that each of the formidable birds gets a bite. The fisherman scatters the complimentary food around. Eventually, we witness Peck mustering the bravery to attempt feeding one of the terrifying creatures directly from his hand. He reaches out and holds out his arm to the hook-beaked bird, tempting it with a particularly succulent chunk of pink meat. Even after giving the flesh a thorough examination, the inquisitive bird declines to take the bait straight from Peck. The fisherman dumps the bowl's contents onto the decking so that the 10 or so bald eagles may struggle over it themselves after his attempt to get further closer to them failed. Peck keeps a close eye on the gathered bald eagles as they pick at the leftovers and then leave them to it. However, when the camera pans out before the end of the film, we see Peck leave the frame. And what that broader view shows is almost astounding. At least a dozen additional bald eagles are perched on the pier's railing, eagerly awaiting their chance to grab some food. A bald eagle can be seen occupying nearly every perchable surface as the camera moves further around the port. It's quite the sight as they sit on harbor lamps, snuggle on the edge of cliffs, and watch from fishing boats. The video went on to become quite famous on YouTube, with over 8 million views in only a short period of time after it was posted. The fact that instances like this are uncommon in other regions of the United States may be the reason behind the viral video's appeal. But clearly, things are very different in Dutch Harbor. This may be due to the fact that there are over 500 bald eagles and just under 5,000 residents in the small, isolated fishing community. Consequently, sightings of the majestic bird are frequent in Alaska. Indeed, locals in the area have started referring to bald eagles as Dutch Harbor pigeons, but not all of them are as well organized as the ones Peck saw and appreciated in this video. Indeed, certain bald eagles may pose a serious threat to the residents of the Dutch Harbor fishing community. The formidable avians are frequently observed searching through rubbish, diving bombing fishing vessels, and even stealing food from gullible customers. In a newsworthy occurrence, a bald eagle with antisocial behavior even attacked an uninvolved onlooker on the street. In June of 2011, the incident happened in front of the Dutch Harbor Post Office. Ironically, the bald eagle image on the U.S. Postal Service's emblem makes them proud. Still, one of them dove down on a post office patron, snatching them with its fangs in the process. The bird was so vicious in its assaults that blood was drawn, and the authorities had only about 5,000 local suspects to go through. It was thought that the bird was guarding some just-hatched babies in a nest near the building in remote locations like Alaska. Bald eagles have historically been rather common. However, same cannot be true for other states. Over the last part of the 20th century, bald eagle populations in the United States were all but exterminated. At the time, it was believed that the situation of the embattled bird was caused by hunting, habitat degradation, and the use of agricultural pesticides. In fact, throughout the 1950s, the bald eagle's situation was rather serious. By the 1950s, there were only 412 nesting pairs of the species remaining in the continental United States, after the species population had fallen from as high as 500,000 in the 18th century. The administration thus concluded that action had to be taken in support of the famous national bird. In 1918, the United States and Canada granted a certain degree of protection to the endangered species, but the commercial captivity and killing of the birds would not be outlawed until 1940. Even yet, by 1967, the bald eagle was listed as endangered, and shortly afterward, the use of the birds in trade was subject to even stricter regulations. The bald eagle population gradually started to recover as a result of these actions, and the 1972 ban on the toxic chemical DDT in the United States. The species is increasing in number these days, especially in isolated areas close to the sea, such Dutch Harbor. As a result, by 2006, government authorities calculated that the number of breeding pairs in the United States was close to 10,000. After all, the number of bald eagles in Alaska alone is estimated to be between 40,000 and 50,000. The fishing industry is the primary reason why locations such as Dutch Harbor in the state serve as such havens for the species. The act of capturing, preparing, and releasing fish results in an abundance of leftovers and scraps for the large birds to feed on. The most prolific fishing port in the United States, Dutch Harbor can also take pride in the quantity of bald eagles that call it home, as seen by Peck's film. Bald eagles were taken off the endangered species list by the U.S. federal government in 1995 because conditions for the species appeared to be improving across the board. Concurrently, the bird has been placed under the least concern category on the red list of the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Therefore, for those of us who are not Alaskan fishermen, witnessing bald eagles in the outdoors might not be as uncommon in the future. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.